sure as hell can't hide. That's it, kid. It's over. You're coming with us. Wait, what is she doing? Hurry up and grab her! It's impossible. Ah!
hunt soon. You're out of luck, kiddo. I don't need any more recruits for the monster hunt. Now get out of my face before I lose my temper. There's a lot of planning to do.
Have you met that shady Russian doctor downtown? He's a total crook. But he knows how to get past those scanner gates AIDs set up all over Jericho. Apparently, he has the right connections, whatever that means.
Try blue sparkle.
Looking for something to buy? I'd love to make you an offer, but my hands are tied. After that nasty defrag disease broke out, I helped as much as I could. So whatever the children of the Spark smuggled into the city for a fraction of the price. After a while, I was drowning in debt, so I borrowed a bit of money from a nice young gentleman. I should have known better. He turned out to be nothing but a loan shark, and I was easy prey. But I'm no dotty old lady, you see? I know what's going on. His threats get more brazen every day. Soon he'll come after my grandkids. Are you sure? I don't have anything to give you for your trouble, not even a penny. If you really think you can do it, look for a guy called Finn and tell him Miss Fox sent you. He's doing most of his business in Port Nixon these days. I owe him 2,000 tech scrap. If you can make that villain cancel my debt, I could buy new wares and stock my shelves again. I should warn you, though. Finn is a shrewd businessman. He'll try to con you out of everything you own. Time was that little cheat would have already been thrown in jail. But nowadays, it's all about image. Below the surface, he's a con man through and through. Finn knows how to play the victim card. He'll take you to the cleaners if you give him any kind of edge. Thanks for asking, young'un. I've learned a lot of things during my long life, so I'll just say this. You only start caring about money once you don't have any. I just don't know what I'll do if Finn comes after me or my grandkids. Find Finn in Port Nixon and teach him not to mess with an old woman. In the smuggling business, eh? Don't worry, I understand. We do what we must to stay afloat. Here, take this. Maybe it'll ease your burden a bit.
None of us will.
Hey, need some wicked drone implants? Cool by me, either way, but you gotta get on with it. I have so much stuff on my mind, it feels like my brain's gonna explode. Yeah, you touch it, you buy it. We clear? What the? That's mine. Give it back, like right now.
I'm Mr. Scrappy, your all-in-one rumor monger, information resource, and audiophile vendor. I'll scan every audio recording you have and reward you accordingly. So, what do you say? Fill me in on the latest gossip, and I'll give you something even better in return. I'm not surprised you agreed. After all, I've studied your profile. All you need to do is bring me your audio recordings every once in a while for review. Since I'm in a generous mood, I'll compensate you with a couple of exclusive lost recordings. Here, the first one's on the house.
Worship Lord Eli. If you want to go to the harbor, ask Brother Eli or get stuffed.
Then what is it about?
Warning, warning. Contamination detected. Submit, citizen.
Watch her. She's heading toward the subway tunnels. We'll never find that damn kid if she gets underground.
Doesn't matter. The general's got her ID. He's going to Gideon's Rock. Where's the Babylon Gardeners can take over?
Babylon Gardeners, copy that. these sewers with my own sweat and blood, Gov. Damn tunnels connect the entire city. And now I'm not even allowed to sleep here for a couple of hours. No honor among thieves, eh? Not since you stole my credit implant. Take a hike.
You looking for the party?
Go right ahead.
Normally I'd have to frisk you, but what's the point anymore? People up there are too numb to worry at this point. They want to forget whatever's going on down here. You'll meet a lot of kooks up there asking you for favors. Bunch of needy pansies.
Small talk you want? You're looking in the wrong place. I'm working a job. Waiting for the signal. There's a big hunt coming up. Once I get the go-ahead, I'll gather my troops at Seaside Court. Name's Black. Jordan Black. AKA the Huntress. Mess with me, and it'll be the last name you ever hear. I'm getting the lay of the land, kiddo. Have a job coming up right around the corner. I'm about to gut that monster at Gideon's Rock and sell its brains for a pile of cash. I'll be keeping an eye on you.
I know what you're about to ask, so how about I just go ahead and save us both some time, eh? Yes, I really am Kyle Baxter. The one, the only, the incomparable Iron Mouse. And no, despite my shredded torso, perfectly chiseled jawline, and brilliantly glistening teeth, I'm not really a superhero. I only played him in 8 movies. Oh, and yes, I am still on the dating market. Remember, tough as iron. Quiet as a mouse.
Gideon's Rock is right behind the gate. There's a colossal, man-eating beast out there. And a lot of hunters playing war. Sounds like a recipe for disaster, if you ask me.
Rebooting OS. Ah, good day to you. I'm Harold. You seem to have caught me with my firewalls down. How embarrassing. I am in charge of scouting capable warriors willing to hunt down a massive creature at the artificial wildlife resort, Gideon's Rock. Please excuse the system malfunction. My network has been hacked. A mere human wouldn't comprehend. My master, John Gutenberg, has out of his mind with worry about Jericho City's nanite problem. He's been working 24/7 to find a way out. Whoever delivers the brain of the strange creature wreaking havoc at Gideon's Rock will be rewarded amply. I have already hired Miss Black and her jolly band of mercenaries over there. However, they have been ineffective so far, apart from stabbing each other in the back. Be warned, friend. If you don't succeed in your mission, the nanites will be unstoppable in no time. Even I won't be able to fight back much longer. Luckily, my existence is of no importance. I'm just a soulless automaton, after all. Slay the fiend and deliver its brain to the Creo Institute of Technology. That's all I ask, friend. Sorry, my small talk routines are damaged. I am a cloud-based silicon valet operated at the Creo Institute of Technology. I can download into different robotic host bodies. An external force is currently trying to compromise my system integrity. I don't know how much longer I will be able to fight back. Short-term memory is the most adorable thing. I want you to find the nanite creature at Gideon's Rock. Kill it and deliver its brain to Master Gutenberg at the Creo Institute of Technology. Good luck out there, friend. Initiating recovery mode.
A massive gentrification initiative transformed Jericho City's former red light district into what's now known as Gideon Plaza. Explore hundreds of galleries with brightly lit windows, buy everything you'll ever need, and enjoy miles of malls to treat yourself. And if you remember this district from the good old days, why not buy your wife a gift? This time without remorse.
The evacuation of Jericho City is complete.
They've installed scanner gates everywhere. It's like we're nothing but lab rats now. This is the end game. And they always wanted a way to segregate us. Now they've finally got their wish. This is going to get worse. Much worse. Soon they'll kill us off one by one. It always starts like this. I can't wait any longer. There are still some secret escape routes. I have to get out of here. Tired of sitting around, bored of waiting. Do you want to return truth, justice, and the American way to the streets of Jericho City? Then what are you waiting for? Together, we can take back our city once and for all. With our combined forces, we will defeat the nanite scourge and reclaim what's ours. Join the hunters today and help us defeat the nanite beast at Gideon's Rock.